What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Hope you all had a wonderful Easter Sunday, great weekend. Um, Getting into this episode of Y&R, Phyllis is annoying the shit out of me at this point. And I love Michelle Stafford, but I feel like ever since they brought Michelle back, it's been her getting involved in everybody else's business. Like, literally, since she's been back. And sometimes it feels like Phyllis doesn't have any business of her own, which I think is ridiculous because you run a hotel, she's a legacy character at this point. Um, but I feel like Phyllis needs to back off where Sally is concerned. You know what I mean? Like, this whole thing turned out to be, it was supposed to be Summer versus Sally, but then it turned into Phyllis versus Sally, which I find stupid because what reason would Phyllis have to really get involved in this? Like, I feel like Summer's a big girl. She's a grown woman now. She can handle her own business where Sally is concerned. Only thing Phyllis needs to be involved in is just to be there for moral support for Summer and to be a sounding board, for advice. That's about it. I feel like Phyllis has taken on this feud because it gives her something to do because she's bored pretty much. She has nothing better to do with her time. Um, and it was kind of interesting at first to see Sally versus Phyllis, but it's like Phyllis is just taking it to a whole new low. Like, keep running to Jack every 5 minutes, and now she's running to Lauren every 2 seconds. Oh, trying to get Sally moved back to LA, and I just find it totally stupid. It's like, Phyllis, go sit down. I would find it more interesting to see Sally versus Summer at this point because they're around the same age bracket. They're in the same age group. It's like, let them go head to head. You know what I mean? Like, Phyllis is too old for this. Like, you are basically going up against a child, and for what reason? It's not out of jealousy because I don't think Phyllis wants Jack back. So it's like, what are you doing this for? Like, what's your end goal? Like, what? Why are you what is fueling this feud? You know what I mean? Like, what is it? Jack is a grown man. He can take care of himself. He doesn't need Phyllis to protect him. So Phyllis need to go sit down. Go get some business. Like, I'm just saying. So anyway, moving on from that. Y'all know I love me some Amanda. I feel like she should not trust her grandfather, Sutton. I don't feel like she should trust him. Something about him is shifty. Soon as I seen him, he looked shifty. He looked, a little shady Grady. I mean, because it just doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you want someone who does not practice criminal law to handle your criminal defense, where you can go to prison for murder? This is murder. You know what I mean? You would want the best of the best, top of the line criminal defense attorney for this. You're not going to want somebody who's basically right now a corporate attorney. Why would you want that? It's just something don't add up. Because Amanda told him she's never done criminal law before. You know what I mean? Like, she's never done it. So he talking about, well, you never lost the case. Yeah, she never lost the case, but she's never tried criminal law though. All the other cases that she won has something to do with corporate or something. You know what I mean? Those are that's a different type of law. It's a whole different beast compared to what you need right now. So something that just ain't adding up with this man. Like, he's up to something to me. Because if I'm in the middle of a criminal battle right now where my life is hanging in the balance and I can go to prison, I'm not gonna go for no daggone corporate attorney. I'm gonna get me the best criminal defense attorney I can find in the country. And I'm pretty sure he has the means to do it. And something else don't add up because he told Amanda that he didn't want anybody to publicly know that they were related because Amanda didn't want that either. But then he told her, take your place in this powerful family. How is she going to take her place in the family, but you don't want nobody to know that that's your grandchild? He's not making any sense, and something just ain't clean with him. Like, and I don't want to see Amanda get hurt. That's why I really hope that she would not have taken this case, because I feel like in the long run, they're just setting her up. Like, they're just using her, Like, she's a very equipped attorney. Like, she's very smart. And even though she never did criminal law, I think she can handle this case. All she has to do is brush up on some criminal law books real quick. And, depending on when the trial starts, I think she'll have some time. But I just don't want to see her get used by this family. But I also think that she's, willing to go into this because she wants to fit in. She wants a sense of belonging. She's been wanting this for so long, a family, you know what I mean? But I think she's barking up the wrong tree with this bunch. I have to be honest. I think she is. I really think she's biting off more than she could chew with these people. Because I definitely feel like they have an agenda, especially the grandfather, because they're a political family. Everything with them is about image. That's the reason why he didn't want his daughter raising twins in the first place. He didn't want them. He rejected her and Hillary. Everything is image, especially in a political family. It's all about how we look. No scandal, no none of that. So, you know, and what pisses me off even more is that this is what confuses me even more because he claims 1 minute he doesn't want people to know that they're related. Then he says, "Take your place in this powerful family. We could open up doors for you. We could do this. We could do that." But then he says that he has no regrets about forcing his daughter to give up her kids. Like he has zero regrets about it. So it's like he's contradicting himself all the way through. Like every little thing out his mouth has been a contradiction. And the fact that he doesn't regret what he did all them years ago. But the crazy part is he claims that he kept tabs on her and Hillary all these years, even though Amanda did a pretty good job of scrubbing her entire history off the internet. He has kept tabs, but I'm not surprised because at the end of the day, anybody in politics, whether you scrub your information off the internet or not, if they're in politics and they have enough juice, they can get that information. You know what I mean? Like whether you scrubbed it or not, it wouldn't take much for them to do that. They have resources, that can handle that. But I just don't want to see her get hurt. Like I really don't want to see her walk into a situation that's not good. To be totally honest, because Amanda is definitely one of my favorite characters on this show. It really was funny seeing how shocked Moses was, though. He was stunned when he saw Amanda because he saw how how much she looked like Hillary. Um, I'm happy that Moses is here. You know what I'm saying? Like he's studying, medicine and all that, trying to be a doctor and all that. I'm happy for him. I definitely see sparks between him and Lil Faith Newman though. That would be huge for Neil's son to get with Victor's granddaughter. That that would be major. That would be huge. I love seeing powerful families collide. You know what I'm saying? Like just mix it up in some form or fashion, whether they're enemies, whether their children or grandchildren hook up. It's quite interesting. You know what I mean? Like it's good. Um, I really don't want to see Amanda back with Devon though. I don't. He messed that up. I don't want to see them get back together because Devon just seems a little wishy washy about what he want. Because 1 minute he still got some feelings for old girl Elena, and then the next minute, oh, he still got feelings for Amanda. Like I ain't got time for that wishy washy. And I felt bad for Amanda because she dealt with that with Nate. You know, Nate wanted to be with Elena, so he broke things off with Amanda. It was just Amanda is too good looking and too smart for this. Like she needs somebody that's just for her. You know what I'm saying? All about her. Nobody else. They just want to be with her. And I don't understand these men on this show. Like y'all are dumping this intelligent, beautiful woman, great career. You know what I mean? For what? Like she just be getting dogged on this show. Like bring her somebody new. Cause I hate seeing it. She too good for that. Like, she can't settle. I'm cool with her and Devon being friends, cause Amanda seemed like she don't hold a grudge like that. You know what I'm saying? She seems very forgiving, you know. Um, because I'm actually surprised that she's even talking to Devon, cause she was angry with him about the whole Elena thing, but she seemed like she pretty much kind of got over it pretty quickly, in my view. Um, so she seems very forgiving, which is a nice thing. It's a good trait to have, but don't forget now. We can forgive, but don't forget. I'm actually happy that Kyle chose to go to the meeting instead of letting Jack handle Ashland by himself, because Ashland wanted to run some little business opportunity by Jack or whatever, really by Kyle, but Jack was the one who took the meeting. Um, about some lifestyle brand or something platform that he wanted to start that he wanted to partner up with Jabot with and whatnot. He was Ashland was definitely throwing a little shade at Kyle in front of Jack. to Jack about Kyle being co-CEO, because he felt like Kyle was just co-CEO in name only, and Jack was the one really calling the shots and running shit. But Jack was like, no. He was like, my son is the co-CEO because he deserves it. I mean, I respect the fact that Jack defended Kyle. You know what I mean? That's what he's supposed to do. That's his son. But I feel like Kyle is still not ready to be a co-CEO. Like, he's smart, he's capable, but I don't think he's ready to run or co-run an entire big company like Jabot. I don't think he's ready to sit at the big boy table yet and deal with the big boys. And I think that's why Ashland was kind of throwing shade about Kyle being co-CEO, because Ashland is not a stupid person. Clearly, Ashland Locke is definitely not stupid. And he specifically sent a text to Kyle to meet with Kyle, not Jack. So for Jack to show up, it kind of showed Ashland that Kyle is not ready to take meetings with the big dogs. You know, that's pretty much what he was referring to. And I don't really think Kyle ready. I mean, I respect the fact that he want to, stand up and do this on his own. And, he showed up and Jack was trying everything to, get Kyle to come with him and leave and end the meeting early. And Jack had no choice but to leave because Ashland was not about to take no for an answer. And Kyle wasn't leaving. So Jack had no choice but to let Kyle just do this on his own. I mean, Kyle's a grown man. He has to, he was grown enough to sleep with that man's wife. So he got to be grown enough to handle the consequences. And, Ashland was asking him all type of questions about, has he ever been to the Hamptons before? Then he asked him, did he sleep with his wife? And Kyle was looking like he was ready to piss his pants. He looked like he needed a wet wipe or a diaper or something. Because he just looked like he just crapped all over himself when Ashland asked him that question. I want to see how Kyle gonna worm his way out of this one. Because I mean, come on now, Kyle. Show your backbone. Be a grown man and handle Ashland Locke. I feel like Kyle has a little bit of an ace up his sleeve, because all he has to do, if Ashland tries to threaten him or do anything to him in any way, threaten to go to the public with this. Threaten to go to the media. You know what I'm saying? Like, I doubt a person of Ashland Locke's standard would want, of his stature, I doubt that he would want this to go public. You know what I'm saying? For the world to know that he was tricked or played into raising another man's child. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it would just be a whole big ass scandal on the front page. I don't think that's what Ashland would want. I know it ain't what Jack would want. He don't want them to be with no scandal, but I'm pretty sure Ashland wouldn't want that either, because it'd be all over. It'd be tabloid father. I don't think he would want that. But, Kyle just need to put on his big boy pants and take care of his business. Show Ashland Locke that you don't need daddy to protect you. You know what I'm saying? You can protect yourself. That's what he needs to do. Usually Ray seems like he's a smart person, but he seems like he could detect things, like he could see certain things. Why can't he see that his marriage is pretty much on life support? Let's be honest, Ray and Sharon relationship has been on life support long before they even got married, because I just never seen a spark between the two. And Sharon does come with a lot of baggage. All these ex-husbands and children and, just a lot of baggage. Like, I don't even know why Ray even put himself in that situation. That was just stupid on his part. Like, come on now. Ray Charles could see that this marriage is not working. Like, Sharon, even when they were planning the wedding, Sharon didn't seem like she was all that into it. And on my past reviews of YNR, Ben said that when Sharon and Ray, when they were engaged, she never looked like she was interested in talking about planning the wedding or even doing anything regarding that wedding. She always made funny faces whenever they would talk about the wedding. She was never that invested in Ray. I think he's more in love with her or more invested in her than she is of him in their relationship, because it shows. Damn what she says, it's about your actions. And she constantly puts Adam before anybody in her family. Like, hell, she's putting Adam before her daughter. Running to Adam's side. But I do agree with her on one thing, though. I mean, Ray thinks that this is an open and shut case, that all the evidence points to Adam, but I do agree with Sharon on this. All the evidence pointed to Billy shooting Chance, but come to find out, he was framed. Why can't the same thing be said about for Adam, which is true. Um, I think Nick is grateful in a way that, Adam saved his daughter's life again. Like, he's grateful for it, but his feelings towards Adam doesn't is not going to change, and I didn't think that it would. You know what I mean? I don't think Nick's feelings towards Adam are ever going to change until he sees that Adam himself has changed. I mean, Adam usually would change for a little hot second, but they need to see that it's consistent. You know, I just don't like how people really think Victor should give up on Adam. Like, that's his son. He's never going to give up on his son. Just like Nick would never give up on any one of his children. It's not going to happen. Um, I really don't want to see Sharon back with Adam, though. I don't see her with Ray, but I don't want to see her back with Adam because I just feel like that's a big no. Why would you want to be with the man who kidnapped your child? Gaslighting another woman into thinking that she was still pregnant or the child was hers or whatever. Like, why would you want to be with somebody like him? You know what I'm saying? Adam has his nice side, but he's no match for Sharon. Like, feelings don't just go away. So I know Sharon always gonna have feelings for Adam, but she need to nip that shit in the bud. But I could also understand why Adam called her because she's his only hope at this point. Um, she's the only person who can help him clear his name. Because anybody else, besides Victor and all them, he really has nobody on his side besides Sharon and Victor. They're the only ones. Um, Sharon tried to sit there and tell Adam, oh, if I find out that you poisoned Ray, I agree with Adam because if she even thought that he did it, she wouldn't be defending him, number one. Two, she wouldn't have even came to see him if she even had that in her mind. She know he didn't do it. And besides, Adam is very smart. He would never leave evidence behind like that, all sloppy and come on, he would never do it. That's not his style. Anybody who's dealt with Adam or seen him, they know he's smarter than that. He's gonna clean up. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna destroy any evidence that leads to him. That's just how he is. You know what I'm saying? He's not dumb like that. I'm glad that Faith is facing consequences for her actions. She's gonna, have to pay a fine. She's gonna have to probably do community service and outpatient rehab or whatever, therapy. She's gonna have to do a lot of things. You know what I mean? And I hope that this was the wake up call that she needed. I hope she really sees that wake up call. Like, she needs to get her life on track. You don't want to start that drinking and all that crazy foolishness because it's going to lead you down the dark road. So hopefully she learned her lesson and she's ready to act right. Hopefully. Um anyway, I enjoyed this episode. It was cool. Hit the comment section, let me know what y'all thought about it, and I will see you all later. Have a good day. Peace.